I don't trust him.
It's rolling.
I know. Fuck Carinoe. That's how I want to come into this.
That's how you want to start it?
Hotel Charlie.
He doesn't do anything.
Or like record.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, hold up the battery. Battery's dead.
Other than this, you're the brains behind this. I don't know why you need that guy.
I don't know. I'll think about that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll think about that.
We can always replace him. Nah, for real, I love that guy. That guy's dope.
You guys are dicks.
So what, we started?
Yeah, we're brothers.
I figured.
Cool, man. So, thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
We got Root here, DJ Root.
Hey.
Pretty excited that you're here because, like, we've been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah, so you guys first started it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. So, like, we just had some pretty delicious Mexican food.
Yeah.
Which is the go-to spot when we're here.
Last time I came here, we went to the same spot also.
Yeah, but today the burrito was pretty big.
Yeah, that thing was huge.
I think they must know DJ Root, and they're like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to kick him down.
Yeah, let's put some extra french fries in there, hook our homie up.
Yeah, they must have.
They should sponsor us, but that's a whole nother segment.
Nah, they should sponsor us.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into that.
Yeah, it was like, yo, hook us up with some Don Pedro, like, jackets. I'll rock that. Like the Planet Hollywood jackets they used to have.
But yeah. Don Pedro?
Yeah.
Have
only jackets with Don Pedro?
That'd be pretty sick. And they open it up and there's like red salsa and green salsa.
You already ready to go? So you expect the gadgets like, yo, I got that sauce, I got the hot carrots right here.
They don't even give you hot carrots though. That's pretty whack.
Oh, shit, we can't call them whack. We want that sponsorship.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But they should get the hot carrots.
Yeah, the hot carrots should be good. Get on.
But you know what? They give you chips.
They do.
But like they always give them to Carinoe.
Yeah, I mean,
and then they never give them to me.
See, once again, fuck that guy, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I got to talk to them about that.
Am I the only one who's ever acknowledged Carinoe off camera over there? I mean, I don't know.
No.
But I'm the first one to say fuck that guy, though. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. Breaking barriers here at the Hotel Charlie.
So everyone, thank you so much, for checking out Conversation at Hotel Charlie. The whole goal of this thing is to really interact with fellow creatives and people that I find interesting, and I'm hoping that the people that are fans of HC would also be fans of the people that I've encountered and have really been inspirational to me. So that's why you're here.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
I was definitely love the Human Catalyst. Russ, you're always great at. See, matter of fact, I think the first time I met you was at B-Boy L Prod's event.
Oh yeah. I was gonna talk to you about that.
Yeah, I was I know I'm jumping ahead, but I remember my homie, shout out Earl, is a huge fan of Human Catalyst, and I've always seen the homies wearing it, and I've always loved the designs and everything. And talking to you that day, my friend, I don't give a fuck. He may be embarrassed, but he's like, oh yeah, that's Russ. He owns Human Catalyst, and he was he went to go talk to you, and he was just so happy to talk to you because he's he's so dope. I'm like, yeah, cool. And he introduced me, and that was the first time we interacted. And then Carinoe actually brought me to the store probably a few months after that, and we talked and we vibed and we talked about the history and everything. You taught me some things, and just it was cool soaking up knowledge from you. So I want to say thank you for that, just to start that off. Once again, fuck Carinoe though, but thank you.
Those are all the things that I've felt in my heart.
Yeah.
But and I just never had the bravery to tell him.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. And now every time he sees you, he's I was yeah, man, Russ remembers you, bro. He's oh, what, really? And he's always excited.
Oh, yeah, that's my Facebook friend.
Yeah.
We've been friends on Facebook for at least a few weeks.
Damn. And I was be careful. He shares some really ridiculous memes.
No, everyone does.
Yeah.
Well, you have any favorite memes?
Nothing right now, but I like all the memes that have been coming out for the Lil Nas X guy. The country song dude, because Billy Ray Cyrus jumped on the song, and it's a bunch of weird cowboys, the memes, and people just putting his music to things. So right now, those may be my favorite ones.
Yeah, I was tripping out. Some guys came to the shop, and then, shout out Jerusalem Vice. And then he was telling me, like, oh, you got to check out Lil Nas X. And I was like, I thought it was a joke, you know? Like, I never clicked on it because I thought it was, like, Nas, you know?
Yeah, I was all confused also.
Yeah, and then I was like, with Billy Ray Cyrus, and I was like, it must be something stupid, so I'm not going to waste my time. And there's like, no, this is like, you know.
I don't know if I can say this, if I'm hating the wave, but I started liking it so much because Billboard took him off the charts.
Yeah,
just because they were like, it's not country. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to listen to this song like 100 times. Because this is the country song at the end of the day. Billy Ray Cyrus is on it now. So I'm like, I'm glad this song, I think it's number 1 right now. So shout out Lil Nas X. Send us free merch. Now I'm going to be doing that all night.
Send us free merch, like a cowboy hat. And,
some Spurs. I don't know what kind
I don't really know about them, though. Like, I mean, I saw the little... Yeah. Like, does he have a video for it, or
no? Not yet, but from what I understand, he was in college. He dropped out to make music, and it's working right now.
So. But he's like a country trap.
Yeah, country trap artist. So definitely interesting, man. There's a lane for everybody, you know. So
yeah, I mean, I think Carinoe is a trap artist / what do you do? Like folk music, Filipino folk music.
Yeah.
/ trap.
Yeah. I saw him doing some swing music once too.
Yeah, he's known for that too.
But no, I was like, but man, I was like, it's just like I said, it's just great to be here. Like I've watched damn near every episode. You had the homie, the Fresh State brother Ethos went on. Dude blowing up. I was like, I know it's supposed to be about me, but let me just shout out the guys who've been on here. Like, Ethos has been going nuts, like everywhere. Like
that guy's a busy guy.
Yeah,
man.
I can't get on Instagram without seeing anything he's doing. Like, yo.
Yeah, and it's always like, you know, for me, any one of his things would be like my week highlight.
Yeah.
And his is like,
oh, I just did this for
you. Yeah, just one of the 10 things that he did during the day.
I was like, but yo, that guy, he's working hard. The homie Dre Cat, who I've been on tour with, I've been DJing for him. We did the Good Juju tour. And yeah, I was this DJ, one of my favorite artists in San Diego. And you know, that's a discredit. He's one of my favorite artists. I actually like listen to a lot of his stuff like daily. Him, Nimi, 18 Scales. Man, I was like, we have so many great artists. D-Dove, but those are guys like, I was happy to see them come talk to you because both really talented individuals. And then, yeah, and like I said, I can't wait for like more people to have their eye on such talented individuals like those two and everybody else who's been on the podcast. And it's great just to see how many talented individuals have come and sit down and talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that there's more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the things like for me, at least for like my generation or whatever, I think that like I come from the era of diggers. So for me, like, I would say like DJ Root. I see that name like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is a DJ Root? You know what I mean? And I'll try to figure it out and then connect the dots and be like, oh, you know, like I think he's somehow connected with like 18 Scales. Or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I saw him in a video in the background.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll kind of like be a detective. But nowadays, like, people are lazy and they're just like,
it's like, just give me, feed me the information.
Yeah. Just what's that called? Like a Wikipedia or?
Yeah. I got a Wikipedia. It says I'm like 8 feet tall.
Are you?
No. I mean, I wrote my own Wikipedia.
Oh, nice.
But I have a size 80 foot, just crazy shit.
Sick.
But no, well, yeah. During this time, I guess we're gonna figure out who DJ Root is. But I'm just a guy who DJs and wants to put on for our community and show everybody how much dope talent, music, and continue to throw events like BattleBot that I do once a month. I'm a resident DJ for Hip Hop Wins. You can catch me there every Wednesday with my boy Jeff. Come down, get strong ass drinks. He knows.
Shout out to Jeff.
Yeah. Hey, this ain't about you. This is about Jeff. But no, you'll catch me, like I said, I'm one of the few DJs who still spins San Diego music because I want everyone to like get their shine. And I'm not spending every San Diego artist's music. I'm paying the artists who I feel I have people sending me music all the time, and I'm gonna tell you, not everyone is great.
Yeah.
So I support the music that I feel like people put the work in, and I'm not saying like because mumble rap is still rap. It can still be good though, but if you're just like, yo, I threw this song together in my bedroom, there's no mastering on it, sound quality is crap, I'm not playing that. So I really I really fuck with people who invest their time into their craft and skills, and it shows through their music. And if I can play it and get people dancing, or even if I get people to ask me like, yo, who is that? And can I get a name? Yeah, that makes my night. If it's the artist you've never heard and it's somebody I represent,
Yeah.
I'm happy. Because I like to think of myself as the guy who, like, for these, like, artists, like, a lot of people don't know, like, I'm thinking of ways to try to get these artists out so we can have them tour more, how we can have more exposure to them. I'm on like Reddit, I'm on fucking 4chan just posting music videos. Like, let people know what you think of their music. Let's see, let's try to bring them out to your city, blah blah blah. So I'm the guy who wants to, like, and I don't care about getting paid or anything. I just want to show people we have talent too.
What kind of Reddit? Like what?
Oh, the hip hop Reddits, the music Reddits. I'm on like a few different Reddits just posting music. It's just like, hey, check out this music video. Yo, check out this song. I'm on Twitter. I got like a few accounts where I'm tweeting like, yo, check this out. I'll send it to like people in like positions like, hey, let me get your opinion on this. How can we make this better? What do you like about it? What do you dislike about it? I want all the criticism so I can let these guys know.
Do people actually like critique it like that?
Yeah. Like, I have not got anything negative back about any of the music, and I've been sending, like, right now the 4 artists I've really been focused on sending their music, and like this may be a surprise to them because they don't know, but like I sent like 18 Scales music out, Drake Cat's music out, Skinny Vinny and Milky Wayne's music. It's Nimia's on there, and then there was like one more artist the homie Samurai. It's like I've been sending her music out because those are guys I feel like they're bigger than San Diego. Their sound is.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not, no disrespect to anybody else, but these guys are ready to like get out there, explore, and expand their fan base. Like, people need to hear these artists.
I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that. I mean, it's just like anything, you know, like baseball. You gotta start off in like T-ball, and then you work your way up, minor leagues and major leagues. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You have to. It's like, yo, there's not a lot of people going from high school straight to the NBA.
Yeah, like I don't think it's fair to, well, not fair, but I think there's a lot of things you got to learn by putting in the ropes.
Yeah.
Or is that even the correct? I don't even know. You know,
Yeah.
it's late, man.
We're not
But then,
here
you know,
for analogies.
Yeah, but you know, like, I think that like the effort that people put in and everything, you learn from the downfalls, and you learn from that. You learn from like how to work the crowd.
Yeah.
Things like that, and you're probably, not all people are ready to expand out of like small venue.
Yeah. So some still need that practice, but they got to put in that work. So
yeah, I mean, like 18 Skills, all their songs are, you know, it's phenomenal. Like if you didn't know, you could imagine hearing it anywhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's universal. You know what I mean?
It really is. I was like, even though I started that fuck Rick Scales thing, it's my ritual. But I always say this about Rick and like 18. Fuck Rick Scales, the person. I love. He's one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
I listen to him a lot, and his producer, 18. Ralph Quasar is nuts because he sounds like nobody else as far as it goes to producing, and you could tell they really care about the product they're putting out. And I'll say the same thing about Drake Cat. Like, that dude should be on the radios. Like, we should not be able to go down the street without hearing a Drake Cat track like off, like jamming Z90 or. I don't even listen to the radio. What are the radio stations? But like,
well, I guess there should just be a little bit more awareness of that. Yeah, I mean, Drake Cat. I think what's impressive about him is like he's super humble.
Yeah.
Like when I first met Drake Cat, I didn't even know. Like I saw him online, and then he came and talked to me about shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that was Dre Cat.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't say, like, oh, what's up, I'm Dre Cat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He didn't come here, like, trying to, like, hey, yo.
Yeah,
you know,
like...
San Diego rapper Dre Cat.
Yeah,
like,
I'm going to perform tonight.
Yeah. Let me get some free shit.
Yeah. But, yeah, another thing with Dre Cat is you could tell, like, with his music, he really cares about the craft, like the videos and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was telling him about that if you look back, I mean, he was very... you can see that he really cared about it and continues to care about it.
Yeah, he really does, man.
You know what I mean?
Yo, that Bangarang video is nuts. Like,
oh yeah, I was
like, like that's one of my favorite videos. And then we'll have to talk about the 18 Scales video because that video with me in it.
Yeah, I saw your cameo in it.
Yeah, it was like shot by Carinoe. Thank you. I was like, that video got me in trouble with my great grandmother in Michigan. I'm gotta just tell this story because I smoked the ganja, and she does not know it. She's older, so weed to older people is still demonized.
She was mad that you didn't share, or what?
No, so my little brother
demonized.
Well, for older people, like weed is demonized because they grew up where it's like, oh, it's a gateway drug. So my little brother is watching. He's visiting my grandmother in Michigan, where I'm from, 313. He's watching the music video, and for some reason she walks past the TV, and it's me smoking a joint in the video. It is around 11 their time, so it would be around 2 hours. I get a phone call, and I get yelled at by my great grandmother for smoking weed. Well, you can't yell at your great grandmother. First of all, she's like 90 something, so I'm not yelling at her. I'm like, I'm sorry. I had to play that off. So I'm also gonna blame that on Carinoe. I'm like, oh yeah, it was that Carinoe kid who gave me the weed. That's what I told her.
He said it was a movie prop.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that was CGI. So I was like, she brings it up. And how long ago did that video come out? Carinoe, you remember?
Like before October, or maybe after October.
So yeah, now every time I call my grandmother or great grandmother, she's asking me if I'm still smoking weed. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, you think you could send me some of that
I was like,
Cali weed?
yeah, because the Michigan weed is not good. I'm assuming it's Michigan. I love Michigan, but I just don't think they're the right place for weed.
So how long have you been out here from Michigan?
Dude, I came out here in 9th grade, and I would go back and forth between Michigan and San Diego. But I've been out here since 9th grade, and our 10 years coming up, so 10 years.
Oh, wow.
I've been out here 10 years. Yeah, when I first came out, I went to Morris. I was going to school over in Skyline.
Yeah.
Actually, that's another funny story because me and Carinoe should have been friends because I don't know if you okay with me blowing your spot, but he went to Morris too. We were going at the same time, but we never saw it. Like, actually, I know people he's friends with, and he knows the people I'm friends with, but we did not know each other. But yeah, I went to Morris, and then the game got fucked up, and I went to Valhalla to like this white and like.
Where's that? Rancho San Diego,
Rancho San Diego.
Yeah.
So it's like white kids and Chaldeans.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
Chaldeans I'm cool with because I grew up in Detroit. A lot of Chaldeans live there and here. But it was very weird. There's like, this school is mostly white people, and there's like, I think there was like 8 black kids in my graduating class. So it was very weird. But that's around the time in high school, I got my first DJ name, Root. But actually, no, that wasn't it. Root Black Jesus was my first DJ name. And it's because I am a black Jew. So people are like, wait, you're Jewish and black? You're Black Jesus. I'm like, cool. So when I graduated,
so you're Jewish for reals?
Yeah. Like my grandmother was Jewish, and I went to synagogue and learned how to speak Hebrew, but I don't practice anymore. So I'm just DeAndre, which is my government name. But no, I don't do any of that. I didn't do a bar mitzvah or anything. I just synagogue, and I went also since I went to Christian church on Sunday, which is so confusing.
Yeah.
So Black Jesus was like my wrestling and DJ name because I'm really anybody knows me, I'm super into professional wrestling. WrestleMania just happened. We got our first black champion. Shit's crazy. I was like, man, first black champion. We had a black president. We good. I was like, also that's why like I named one of the nights for AC Lounge Elbow Room. It's a wrestling video game night. Open beat sets, MCs to come spit. If anything, if you're an inspiring rapper, producer, and you want to get on some of the Hip Hop Wins show, that's your tryout stage. So come through, have fun, sign up for the open mic. A lot of people have done the open mic, and we discovered new people and everything. I also produce myself. I do. I'm not as good as that Carinoe guy once again. No, but that's how we also start talking, because I do beats and he does beats and things. So yeah. Matter of fact, we just had a show in Ontario called Thopfest, The Happiness of Pursuit. 60 East threw it a whole day. It's like paid dues. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of I hate this word, indie hip hop acts.
Yeah.
I hate the word indie, because like a lot of these guys have been rapping longer than I've been DJing, so I don't understand why. Like, I understand it's independent, but it's like they're just hip hop guys to me.
Well, I mean, like, if we could like pause on that, like indie, like as far as like the indie rappers, what would you call them?
Dude, it's like, to me, because I feel like indie, like it's not bad, but I feel like it's such a.
I think it's because they don't have backing, right?
Yeah, and I get that part. I don't even think I hate that. I just think I hate the word indie in general. It's a weird word.
I feel like, because they, they talk about that with clothing too. Yeah. Like, it's an independent brand. So like, I've ran with that like, I don't have backing from a higher source. Yeah. It's all self-made. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so when I say I hate I was like, when I say I hate the word indie, I just think I hate the word, just the word itself, like how it's spelled and everything. It's like, is there not like another word we can use? Damn, I don't know.
Hipster. No, not hipster.
Yeah, but I mean that word too.
But as far as like, as far as the scene, right? So, what would you consider the genre of rap, or the rappers that like Root deals with? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah, man. Like, man.
Would you say they're independent artists, or
independent? I think I've always just liked the word underground more. Like,
so you like that underground?
I like underground more. Just like, I don't know why. Like I said, it's legitimately just I don't like the word indie. I like underground more, and I don't know why. It's just a word. I just think underground sounds cooler.
I think it sounds cooler, but I feel like people try to keep them under. You know what I mean?
That's a great point.
I feel it's the same way why you don't hear it on the radio, really. I mean, occasionally, like, there'll be a blip where, like, oh, they played this last night at 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? But
like, who's up at 3 in the morning?
Probably Carinoe editing this video.
I mean, hopefully, right?
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, if it's a Sunday at the 11th hour.
Moon is in retrograde or something. Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I just think it's so important. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's why, one thing about you, right? Yeah. I noticed that I've been following you for a while, and you have no problem, like, shouting people out.
Oh, yeah.
And you kind of spoke on it earlier that you kind of feel like, I would say that's something about your character. Like, you really want to let people know about these amazing talents that you've come across.
Yeah, I want everyone to have their shine, and I don't care if I have the event the same night. I just want everyone to like experience everything. And I know it's like probably a weird mindset, but I don't care. Like, I want everyone to be able to show off their talents, their skills, especially if it's something I believe in. I'm going to share it regardless. That's why it's like, I don't know. I know because there's some people who's like, yo, I'm only going to share this if my name's on it, or if I get like a kickback. I don't want any of that. I just want to show the love for our community, if that makes sense. Like,
no, it does. Where does that come from? Like, where does your love for the community come from?
You know what? Shout out DJ Artistic. He showed me how he is with our community, like how he does things. Like if you know DJ Artistic,
Yeah.
there's stories how nice this man is, how great he is, how forward thinking he is, and
he's definitely a great asset to San Diego creatives
Yes.
attempting to do business.
yes,
He's said a lot of stuff for like graphic designers, like pay people for these ads.
yeah,
They're not free. You know,
Yeah.
helps people learn how to DJ.
yeah.
He helped put me on like shout out Artistic. Like long time ago, he had a giveaway for like Snoop Dogg. And
Yeah.
then he gave out some HC shirts, and I still see some people wearing them.
Yeah.
And it's like I only made them for that. Yeah.
Yo, when was that Snoop Dogg show? Do you remember where it was at? Because
I think Snoop Dogg was about 14 at the time. Nah, I'm just playing.
it was like, man, what?
No, I don't know. It must have been. It was like when I first started. I would say probably like 7 years ago.
Dude,
Yeah.
if it's the show I'm thinking about, that may have been the first show he let me go with him and DJ with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the first show I ever got to like touch the turntables on was a Snoop Dogg show with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And it was like Pac Div and like Snoop Dogg, and it was in Solona Beach. So that would be nuts. That's another connection I didn't know we had, because that was like the first show he let me work with him and like do stuff. But I got off track. But let me get back. Artistic showed me, if you treat your community well, especially you invest time in people you believe in, and help with people, your community takes care of you also. And I don't really even care about that part, but I want everyone. He just showed me being a good person in general, and that's what I try to do at all times. People, helping people, it's just the right thing to do. And like I said, and if it's something you believe in, why not share it or help with it instead of trying to get a kickback? The love for this community is because I've been here 10 years. I was like, even my love for community just comes from, I was homeless in my 10th grade year, like for a whole year. Like I was living at Mission Beach. I knew nothing much of San Diego, hadn't been here long. I had the other homeless people, community, helped me get to school, because I still went to school every day, like, which is like crazy. Like a kid homeless, I could have been running the streets, but that community helped take care of me, and that's why I think, just in general, just taking care of your community makes everyone work. It's unity, and everybody, and that's how I think. Just peace, everyone working together, everyone working towards a common goal. Everyone's trying to eat, so why would I stand in anybody's way instead of helping?
Damn, that's crazy. Like that's really crazy. So when you were homeless,
Yeah.
do you think that's what kind of makes you have an appreciation for community? Because
Yeah, that's definitely where it comes from. Because, dude, I was like you say, I could have been like the OG helped me. So, like I said, I have nothing but respect for everybody, and man, that taught me so much when I was like homeless, because it made me appreciate things more, appreciate people more. It just helped me understand more about like life.
yeah, I would assume it changes your outlook and
Yeah.
it's something that will stick with you.
Yeah. So I mean, shit was.
But I mean, it's obviously working because, so many people come inside the shop, and then I hear your name so often from like hip hop artists or people in the culture, all the way to the b-boys, b-girls, talk about Root, El Prod.
Oh yeah, great kid, man. I was like, I'm calling him a kid. I don't think I'm that much older than him. I'm 28, but
That one weird guy, Jihad.
oh yeah, my grandson.
Yeah.
Jihad is, man, I've been watching that kid dance for so long. Man, I forgot his first b-boy name, but if I remember it, he would kill me. But I can't remember it, so he's lucky.
I think it's Corbin Blue. I think that's his.
Yeah, man, he was in High School Musical.
Yeah, high school. His name was B-Boy in High School Musical.
Musical, but so that's another one. The b-boys, I got so much love and respect for them.
How did you connect with? Well, I mean, how did you connect with those guys? Because
Oh man, just right when I was DJing, like Earl. Once again, I am just as Artistic would say, just a face of so many hardworking people behind me. Because without those people, I wouldn't be able to do half the shit that I can do. But Earl, I'm a hip hop guy. I love all aspects of hip hop. So Earl is a b-boy, and he goes to practice, he goes to jams, and I started making friends, just showing my face at jams, hanging out with the b-boys, DJing for jams, DJing for them, for house parties, and connected with a lot of the San Diego b-boys. Then I started throwing BattleBot, getting to know them more, and they've shown nothing but respect and love, and I have nothing but kindness and admiration for what they do. Because I'm the dude that's like, yo, I can't do a headspin. I can't do a goddamn windmill without breaking something.
But I feel like you're a great bridge. You're a bridge of the culture. Yeah. Coming from my avenue, clothing. Yeah. The b-boys, the b-girls. Yeah. I mean, shout out Zero Samurai. He was here. And he was talking about you too.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm DJing this next jam. Cut the braids.
Yeah. But it's crazy. Everyone's all connected to you. How successful do you feel in spreading that light? How are your endeavors? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's weird because I still feel like there's so much. I feel like that's everybody. I feel like there's so much more to do, but I guess being the catalyst to all these. Look at that catalyst. Yeah. To all these different genres and different people and different scenes is really it makes me happy.
Do you ever try to connect the dots?
I do that because that's sometimes the one thing I see in San Diego. The B-boys are with the B-boys, the MCs are with the MCs, the DJs are with the DJs. Man, I want a melting pot. We're San Diego, we're already a giant melting pot already. So why aren't there scenes like that all the time? I want to be able to yo, I got a gig. Hey, I got this MC that should be here. Oh, I got these B-boys who should be here. Let's all do a show together.
Yeah, I was just talking about that to Zero. Yeah. Because I was saying that a lot of times, if you look at an MC, who do they have in the background? A lot of times they have these dancers.
Yes.
Right? And then the dancers, they do these events, but they don't have any MCs.
Yeah.
But we all listen to the same music.
Yeah.
We all appreciate the same things, the same foods, the same music. You know what I mean? It's why can't we
just all get along?
Yeah.
Not even get along, but work together.
Yeah, one of my goals, HC is still very small in the grand scheme of all of my dreams. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I try to be a bridge like yourself to let people know of these artists, creatives, and things like that. But I feel like a lot of times, what I try to do, I don't know if it works. Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like the amount of effort I get maybe less than 10% connection. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's a, what do you call that? A disconnect somewhere.
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure that out. But I hope that as HC grows, I can create something like that. So I don't know, possibly I would definitely connect with you and try to figure out a way to make that happen. You know what I mean?
We need it. Especially if one thing we can learn from R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, how many people came together because of him, how many things came out of his relationship with other people, and how he helped grow his community. He was starting businesses, giving people jobs, putting on other people onto his music. He was talking about how he went on tour with The Game, and then when he was on tour with The Game, he met Kendrick Lamar and Top Dog and all that stuff came into fruition, So it's interesting to see, and I want to continue to push that. That's why I always directed MCs come down to Hip Hop Wins. Meet a producer you haven't met before. Try to get some beats. Yo, go to BattleBot. Meet some of the B-boys. That's what BattleBot is. I want everyone, so if you don't know what BattleBot is, it's a representation of the culture. We got B-boys, we got producers, we got DJs, MCs, we got graph writers, we got Ethos One out there, doing this thing with the hand styles. But it's a thing where you should be able to come congregate with your community, show off your talents, maybe work together and go do projects. So let's put something out. So that's, like I said, I've always been about that. Let's work together. Let's push the community is going to be like the word of the day. I feel like Pee Wee Herman.
That's right. We talked about Pee Wee Herman in the last podcast too. he's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
there's something about Pee Wee.
Goddamn Pee Wee. But yeah, that was like just let's work. I was like, man, I'm trying to think. Like I am so scatterbrained.
No, I mean that's how it is, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess going back to like the community and everything, and that's what we were talking about. Really, is just that you have no problem like shining light on people, and I think that's dope.
Yeah.
I think that like anyone that follows you, they're well aware that you always do that. You know what I mean? And then you said something really interesting. You said that even if there was an event on the same day that you have an event, you'll still shout it out because you just want people to go.
Yeah.
That's very unusual.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the people that are promoting for you or whatever, they're like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck?
They're supposed to come here. You know what I mean? But I think that's really dope that you do that.
Yeah.
You know? That's one thing that I think is like very interesting about you.
Yeah. I guess. I was like, I'm also, like you said, because I even did it, we had a festival Saturday. I'm going to keep looking over you for confirmation. And there was this really big jam, Ladies First, up in Oceanside.
Oh, yeah. Did you go?
I was DJing Thopfest, but I made sure to shout them out, tell people to go there, because what they did to put that show on was amazing. Like,
yeah,
a whole jam was centered around females, which like our female breakers, dancers, DJs, MCs. They come on, man. They work way too hard, and they need the recognition. They don't need it. They deserve it because of how much work they put in on that jam. It was months of planning, and I was just so happy to see that happen. I'm like, fuck it. I don't like go to their event, go support, like go show your face, say hi. Just like that's like the best feeling for most people. Even to the point, I know I've been talking about Thopfest, so let me just tell this story real quick. Thopfest, the Happiness of Pursuit festival, underground hip hop festival. We had 60 East. We had Noah James was performing. We had a bunch of the San Diego homies, my crew that I'm in, the Fresh State. We were all rocking. We had huge names on there like Gavlin. We had, dude, I named a shitload. Oh, Sick Jenkins. I was like, I compiled my top favorite moments of what happened there. So let me just say this. I got to meet my favorite MC of like all time, Elzai. He's a guy from Detroit, and it's not even in my top moments. No disrespect to him. My favorite moment was when I played a San Diego's artist music, the homie Nimi's song, right after Benny the Butcher and everything. And people came up to me and asked me, yo, what was that song you just played? 3 people came up.
Oh, wow.
That was my favorite moment. Like I said, I got to meet somebody I've been listening to since I was in elementary school. But nothing tops that moment. And then, like, the homie, he also got to perform. I was happy. Like, my another favorite moment, the homies taking the stage, 18 Scales. They also, Rick and Skinny Vinny performed one of the songs, the first songs I've ever produced, like, at the festival, too. And I think, like I said, of course, I love Elzai. I love Sky Zoo. Like, I got to meet those two. But the happiness I felt and the genuine joy I got from seeing the homies kill their sets and shows will not beat that.
Yeah.
Which is like, and it was a great festival. Let me tell you this, I didn't get to see Carinoe set, but I heard people fucking loved it. It's like, and that also like made me super happy too, because everyone that we brung up there is so fucking talented that people deserve to be recognized and see how great San Diego is. Because we had Tech DJ, we had Milky Way, we had Carinoe, we had Dev Love, which if you've never seen a Dev Love set, check that shit out. I was like, man, just everybody killed their set. And see, I'm like, I know we're supposed to talk about me and everything, but that's who I am.
But see, I think that's what you are. You are like a representative of the culture. Yeah. And you're kind of like the pot that like stirring it up of all these things that are melting in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So all these people make up DJ Root. Yes. You know what I mean? So
once again, I'm just the face, and like these are the guys, and all of them motivate me. Like I love when I see the homies doing great things because it pushes me to want to do even better things. So
like one thing that's interesting. So as far as myself, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I said it before on other podcasts. Like, I never go to events. You know, I have a family, and that's not really an excuse, but it is an excuse because, you know, like I'm at the shop, and my mind is always like HC all day.
Yes.
Conversation at Hotel Charlie, clothing, designing, and
dude, tell me about it.
And video games. Yes. You know? So my head is pretty consumed, but I never end up going to these events. Like I've never been to BattleBot, and I've never been to Hip Hop Wednesday, and I gotta go. Yeah. But one thing about it is, like, do you think that there's not enough, like, mediums for people to be represented? Like, for example, I don't know if everyone, well, just so everyone knows out there, like in cyberspace, whatever, you know, shout out cyberspace. Yeah. But Carinoe does these videos for me. Yes. And I don't know if everyone understands that Carinoe does photography. Yes. He does videography. He's done a lot of the videos that, of like possibly MCs that you've seen. Yes. He's done some videos for them, but he also produces beats. You know what I mean? So Instagram is like the number one, I would say, showcasing spot. You know what I mean? But if you don't follow, you don't see it.
You don't know, yeah.
And there's BattleBot, there's Hip Hop Wednesday. But do you think that there's a lack of, I guess, possible mediums for people to, like, I guess, spotlights? Yeah. Do you think there's just not enough spotlights where, like, not everyone is getting reached?
I feel because a lot of the hip hop events, as far as I know, like, that's the thing. Hip hop's, especially like the hip hop scene, like it's on a come up right now. Like there's so much talent. People are throwing events all the time now, to the point where it's like, yo, only true hip hop event we have is BattleBot. Now we have Hip Hop Wins. Now we got people throwing events at like Black Hat. We have Park and Rec doing like the Cypher. God damn it! I'm sorry, Carinoe.
Hustle and Green Flash.
Hostile and Green Flash. I'm sorry, those are the homies, Loki and Tech, and I fucked up their name. For the name of their events, but like now there's so much. I feel like there's a night for everybody to like get in on it. But I think it's weird because like some of these things, they are like once a month. They're not weekly, but Hip Hop Wins is weekly. It's on a Wednesday, I know. Trust me, I hear about it all the time. Fuck it. BattleBot's Tuesdays, Sundays. It rotates. So right now, if anything, with summer coming up, I'm not saying I can see the future, but I feel like there's going to be a lot more spotlights and chances for people to get on. Even this weekend, we have a hip hop show at Arts and Rec, Spring Breaks. Once again, Carinoe's name keeps coming up a lot in this podcast, so I'm expecting some kind of compensation. He'll be doing a beat set at Spring Breaks. We got Dev Love performing. We got Gene Flow, Kill C-Ray. I mean, oh man, it's a hell of a lineup. So I feel like with summer fastly approaching, there's going to be a lot of spotlights. And right now, there's spotlights popping up for everybody to try to get in on something.
That's dope. Okay, so as far as these spotlights and there's these things for people to see, do you feel like the crowds are organically growing?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. I remember even with BattleBot, the first, I'm just getting a little hot. The first BattleBot, there was nothing, probably 10 people. Ethos One was one of those 10 people. And we were like, hey man, because he was getting ready to leave. So Artistic approached him. We were like, hey, you should just stay. Hey, just check it out. He stayed, and Ethos has been rocking with us our 5 years this year. He's been rocking with us for 5 years.
Wow.
So, like, and he's seen the growth. Like I've seen the growth with him, and like even when hip hop wins, the growth is incredible, and it's gonna continue.
That's dope. So you guys are actually reaching people out there. That,
yeah, it's not. We don't.
There's a need for it.
Yeah, like I don't want to pay for people to come to anywhere. It's like, nah, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I'm like, just word of mouth is my favorite. Like, I didn't grow up in that era but I always wanted to, like, where people were handing out flyers, putting flyers out, having a street team and things like that. Yeah. I thought that was so cool. Now we got Instagram and Facebook, which is nothing bad with it, but it's just like, or even like most of the gigs I get, private gigs, are from me playing and people like suggesting me and recommending me to their friends, and I love that way more than like, hey, I read your Yelp. It's like, yeah, it's like cool.
I've never even thought about that. Like, people don't do that anymore with the flyers and street teams.
Yeah,
but maybe that's why too. The ground forces aren't there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
Carinoe was like doing some weird water boy moves over there.
Yeah, it was very weird. I was like,
but
yeah, people don't talk to people anymore.
Yeah, they don't do that, and then maybe I don't know. Like, there's something about that, the interaction with the street team. Here's a flyer, like, come check out the event. Yeah. What is this?
Yeah.
You know? And then it's like
chop it up, make a new friend maybe.
Yeah.
But nah, man, like, matter of fact, when I first got into DJing, artistic kind of, he trained me. Like, I wasn't allowed to. I was like, it sounds horrible, because I'm his nephew also, for most people who don't know. But he would keep me up until like 5 a.m. And I couldn't get in the clubs yet because I was 17. So I would have to go out and pass out flyers. I would have to sell merch. Like, so I'd be outside of the U31s passing out flyers to people, like talking to people. It's like, yo, you're super young. What are you doing? It's like, I pass out these flyers, talk to people, got them to go to shows. And that shit was cool. I was like, but yeah, there's like, everyone's like, I don't need a street team. I don't need people talking to people. I'm like, you don't even need a street team. You go talk to people. Yeah. So it was like, yeah, there's going to be a bunch of no's, but those yes you get, there's like a chance for a new friend or somebody who will be genuinely interested in your show.
No, definitely. I think that's missing, though. Like, I think that now in the world of like Instagram, you see these flyers for events.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I kind of just scroll through them. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's just, it's like if someone were to show you, hey, check out my box of flyers.
Yeah, it's like,
here you know, and you just kind of like sift through them. Yeah. But
and even with Instagram, I'm very weird because it's like, damn, I gotta think of what I have to say, and then like, I got like the self-deprecating attitude. It's like, nah, that sounds stupid. It's like, it's easier to just talk to someone. It's like, hey, hashtag and fucking come to my show. It's like, just like, I don't know, I'd rather talk to people. I'm just gonna start throwing flyers at people.
Yeah, I don't know. The times are just much different, you know what I mean? But I think you're doing an amazing job, like, just bridging all those people. Yeah. I guess you talked about like that ladies first jam. I didn't go, but I had to open up the shop. But there was a lot of people, like a lot of customers that went, and the same kind of crowd and whatever. But what's interesting about that is they're doing something right.
Yeah.
Because dancers from all different types.
Yeah.
They have all these names. Like, I don't even know all the names. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All these different types of dancing. They all went.
Yeah.
Even the males showed up.
Yeah.
Supported it, and it's like they're doing something right because they had like breakers. They had choreo, all sorts of things.
Yeah, and so it's good when you see that type of stuff.
Yeah, and it looked huge.
Man, it looked good. Shout out for Riz for holding it at a shop too, man. Because that guy is also another pillar of the community, Kid Riz.
Yeah,
he's held jams for those b-boys and at his shop, and it's always dope. I was like, but man, there's so many cool people in our city. I'm like, I don't know, like, to me it's just amazing thinking about like how many like awesome and talented and kind people we have. So I was like,
no, there definitely is. I'm kind of like I'm an old head. A lot of them I'm unfamiliar with. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to even like open up my ears, open up my eyes to to connect with newer people and just help them shine light on them as well. You know what I mean?
Because that's what's like and that's another thing. Like to me, like I guess I'm not an old head, but I listen. I like sometimes I feel like it because I'm 28 now, and there's like people coming up younger than me. But yeah, I'm just thankful for like people like Main One, DJ Artistic, Mr. Brady, like Cross One, Mr. Heck, like the list goes on. King D, like the list goes on and on. Like those are guys like I used to go to the Armory shop all the time. Like I just chilled there and listen to hip hop with King D and like B-Boy Mancini, and like they would put me on stuff. Talking across about like how hip hop used to be in like San Diego when they had like the bus stop, I want to say, I was like, but the Artistic just putting me on so much like game. Once again, like I'm always gonna shout out the people who like saw me come up because I learned a lot of stuff from them. And how much love they have for the community and different things, and how they like treat people and come up. So I was like, man, that's pretty much it as far as like those like that's not it, but those guys really are some of like my biggest influences.
Yeah, they definitely laid the foundation for the community.
Especially like DJ Artistic, Mr. Heck. Mr. Heck may be my favorite DJ. If you've never heard of Mr. Heck, check him out. Neo Soul Tuesdays.
Yeah, he's a good guy too. Yeah, no, super cool. I've known him for a minute.
Yeah. I don't know how old that fool is though. I was like, he has the like fountain of youth or something. He's always looked the same since I was a kid.
It's those pancakes, right?
Yeah, those fucking pancakes. Yeah. I was like, but man, just like I said, I'm just thankful to be part of this community, and like it helps me and motivates me. Just even like going on tour, like we did the Good Juju tour with Self Provoked, and we had Dre Cat, we had Rick Scales, Kill C Ray, the Fresh State, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is the group I'm part of, a collective of MCs, producers, DJs, and I was the tour DJ, so I went with them, and it was cool. Just people like watching Dre Cat. When we came home, though, let me tell you, I had not left the DJ booth because I'm focusing on DJing. Dre Cat and Rick performed, and Kill C Ray performed, and I was from behind those turntables rapping and jumping along with them. That's my favorite feeling, just watching people like kill.
Yeah.
So, but man, I felt like I got too serious, so I'm gonna say fuck Rick Scales.
No, so this is like off topic, but you just got back from somewhere. Where'd you go?
Oh, I went to Belize. Went on vacation.
Where is that? Where?
It's like Central America. So we flew came from San Diego, went to Florida. So it's a 3-hour time difference from San Diego to Florida.
Yeah.
Then we went down to Belize, and it's a 1-hour time difference from California. So it was so fucking confusing.
Oh, that's really weird.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, also I love Belize, but I also figured I can't live there because hot Cheetos are a bag of hot Cheetos that big, $7 American.
What the?
Why did you go there? First of all,
vacation, just to explore, open my mind, see different stuff. Swam with sharks.
But how did you choose that place? Like
most
people go to Portland, or you know what I mean? Like
I know, I was like, yo, let's go out of the country. Yeah. Just honestly, me and my family pretty much looked up places. We had pretty much a contest. We all picked a place.
Yeah.
And we all presented this place, and we all voted at the end to see what place we would go to. It was Belize. It was somewhere in Iceland, and then it was like one more place, I forget. And we all voted for Belize, and we went. That's it. It wasn't even anything like cool. It was like, okay, let's all three of us pick a place, and then we'll vote for whose places we want. And we went to Belize, and it was amazing, man. The people were just, oh man. And they also speak English, a lot of English there. The people are great, food's great, music's interesting. So much respect for their people. Like they're proud Mayan people, a lot of them. So like the culture, the history, the learning.
So this is really ignorant, but they're Hispanic.
Yes, I was like, yeah, pretty much, yeah, because they're Mayans, Hispanic, yeah. So yeah, and like they also speak like a different dialect of like Spanish. So like it wasn't like stuff I understood.
I'm like
I'm horrible,
uncultured. Like
me too. We went and like I said, my favorite part was swimming with a damn shark. Where you saw like monkeys and like it was this cool cave called the ATM cave where you swim to it. Like you're swimming pretty much for like an hour throughout this cave, climbing shit. And there's like they're showing you how like the Mayans eventually start doing sacrifices because water stopped coming. And like there's like skeletal remains throughout the cave and like it's a huge tourist attraction. To the point I was swimming like they're like, yeah, you gotta bring a pair of shoes because it's also the cavern. So you're swimming in I was swimming in Converse. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah. And the water exactly. I know they don't those Converse are destroyed now, by the way. My Chucks are dead. So I was swimming in these Converse and then climbing in these Converse. And it's like, and then there's a part where it's sacred ground to the Mayan people. So you got to take off the Converse. And you only can be in your socks or barefooted because they don't want you stepping on anything with your shoes. And it's sacred ground. And it's like, and it's like, it's crazy, man, how much I learned.
So Mayan culture is still
very prevalent for them.
Was that the Mayan like hotspot? Like
yeah, there's a lot of different things like there, like the temples and different things. How they saw like certain animals as like good luck, and like I said, it's nuts. Also, your boy rode a horse, so I'm thinking about becoming a cowboy. I don't know yet.
like Little Nas.
Yeah, like Little Nas. I was like, I'm gonna pull up on AC Lounge on a horse. Y'all gonna be like, yo, what? You'll be bumping the tunes in the back.
Yeah.
I was like, no, but man, it was just a life experience, man. It was nuts. Also, I wasn't expecting like a lot of the Belizean people are like it's also kind of considered like a Caribbean spot because they eat like a lot of different foods and things like that. But a lot of them are like my complexion. So a lot of people thought I was Belizean. I'm like, nah, I'm American. I was like, I hope. And then my favorite thing is asking people, like, so how do you guys perceive Americans out here? Also, where's the hip hop at? There's no hip hop scene in Belize. Another reason I can't live there, but beautiful. I was like, hey, y'all got rappers?
Yeah, I gotta look that up because like I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I've heard of it, I guess, but I've never really like looked into it.
Yeah, man, it's nuts. Also, be careful because they don't give a fuck if you're crossing the road. They'll let you know. It's like, yo, they flashed the lights at us, and I was like, oh, they're letting us know they're coming. And maybe they're gonna slow down. Nah, B, you better keep it moving. They're like, no, I will hit you, and we will keep driving. But it was cool because we drove golf carts everywhere.
So it's a resort, like not a resort, but it's an island type place, or like
it's Central America, but like there's a lot of different like islands and things off the coast. Yeah. So like we could go to there. Like one of my favorite parts of the trip was I'm not a fisherman. You guys had the Fisherman Ethos 1 on here.
Yeah,
I got fishes like fucking crazy. So I fished for like the second time in my life. And it's a part of the trip we went on. It's like, okay, guys, we're going to take you out. It's also when we swam with the sharks. Whatever you catch is what you eat. If you catch nothing, you eat nothing. I was like, fuck. And I was like, they showed me how to fish. I ended up catching like 4 or 5 fish. The guys who I was with, they're more experienced fishermen than me. They caught nothing. I was like, cool. I'm the man of the house now because you guys are eating because of me.
Yeah.
So like, and it was cool.
How big were the fish, or like what did they look?
About this big. I forget what they were. And then one was like that. That was the biggest one I caught. And I was like, yo, I may be addicted to fishing now. I was like, I need to go with Ethos because that dude. But Yeah, fishing, man. I was like, but yeah, man, it was just one of the best experiences. Like, because I've always wanted to travel America. Just I wanted to go to different places in America. Like I always wanted to go to
America,
Turkey.
like United States, or like
Yeah.
North America, South America.
North America, South America. Which South America, I guess I've been because we were also right on the border of Guatemala. So like that was it. But I like there's places in America and Japan I've always wanted to go because I'm a huge anime. Like their hip hop scene out there is crazy from what I hear. Like, but I also want to like see and travel the food. But Belize definitely opened up my mind and got me to like want to travel more. Like, because I was like, I don't want to leave home. Like, I want to go to like I have still never been to New York. I haven't been to Georgia. We definitely want to check out Washington and different places, but at the same time, I didn't think I'm like, I'm going straight to Belize before I go to these places. So
No, that's cool.
fun.
Like, did you know that the Mayan culture and all that was like? Once you went there, then you found out.
I went into the trip blind as fuck, and like found out a bunch of different things. We also got like we had a tour guide for my first time ever having a tour guide, and he showed us the markets and how like food comes in and how much better the food and everything is there for you because it's not like sprayed with pesticides and like different things. So they all and like their life expectancy is higher than most Americans. So I thought that was kind of cool. And so and like just like I said, appreciating other people and like learning about other people,
Different cultures.
Yeah.
Is it an expensive place? Like I don't even know how they rate countries, but like their economy, is it like a strong economy or?
For the most part, it's a pretty okay economy. Like you said, from what I understand, it's like half of our dollar. So if something there is like $5, it's $2.50 American. So like, no. But I'm saying that $5 for them, and their minimum wage is like $1.50. So American imports are expensive as shit there. That's why the hot Cheetos are $7 American. And a bottle of Jim Beam, like that big, $60.
What are their foods? What are some
Plantains is like rice and beans. Like I said, stewed or jerked chicken is normally like they're like a good meal. And then they have this thing called a boil up, which is like tomatoes, potatoes, corn, local fish over like rice, and like pigtail is in it. So we learned how to cook that while we were there, and I was like, cool. Also, like I know what ceviche is, but they love ceviche and jalapeno poppers, which sounds weird, but they fuck with jalapeno poppers heavy. It was like,
do they get the good ones from Jack in the Box?
yeah, I hope so. Nah, they fill them with like meat and cheese, and I was like, yo, this may be the future. Why are we not doing that? But yeah, I was like, man, but so much cool stuff. I was like, also, once again, like a lot of people thought I lived there. Like they kept like, hey, brother, and a lot of like Rastafari people live there. So that's what I was like, okay.
It sounds like an interesting place. Like I don't really hear about it that much. You know?
Really friendly to Americans and everything's good. A lot of like Americans actually retire there too. Like they have homes and things. Like there was a guy we saw, like he has his own chocolate plantation. Hate the word plantation, reminds me of slavery. And he makes chocolate. He made homemade like chocolate for us, and he was like rolling it and showing us the process. And he was like, "This is what real cacao tastes like." And I'm like, "Shit, what have we been getting here?" So,
was it much better?
Way better.
Wow.
I was like, damn. And then, but like a lot of coconut like waters and different things. Like they actually like just have coconut trees in a lot of the places. People were just chopping them down. I tried iguana while I was there.
You ate iguana?
Yeah, it's called bamboo chicken there. So I am the dude who, if I'm going to a new place, I'm gonna live there like you guys live there. I don't want any special treatment. I'm not ordering a hamburger off. Which they have no fast food either. There's no McDonald's. There's no Wendy's. There's none of that. It's like, yo, everything they make is fresh. It's like cool. Also, their hot sauces are amazing.
What was the iguana like? Or nothing similar?
Chicken.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know that's a cop out because
Yeah.
everybody says everything tastes like chicken. Tastes like chicken. But I was like, there's like, except they are like, yeah. So there's like two different iguanas. There's like one that is a scavenger who eats like anything, garbage, dead things.
Okay.
Don't eat those ones. You got to eat the ones who are strictly like, and no, they turn gray. I was like, now I'm like, I feel like I'm Steve Irwin. You got to eat the ones that are all strictly a vegan. You see, vegans, you hear that? Don't be vegan because you may be eating. So that rhymes. The vegan ones, the ones that are nothing but natural diets, are super green, and they had us try both of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the one that's super green tastes so good, and then the one that eats other things.
See, that's why I fill my body with a bunch of crap.
Yeah, see,
Because if aliens come, right?
it's like I'm not eating him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat him. Look at him. He's all gray.
That's why I eat all that processed food. I like right before the aliens come, I'm gonna like just spray Cheese Whiz in my mouth and just like, you don't want this.
Aliens like Cheese Whiz though.
Damn. Oh wait, did E.T.? No, they like Reese's Pieces. E.T. fucks with Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, that and Cheese Whiz.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Only watched in full respect. I only watched E.T. once.
Yeah, I don't even remember E.T. I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
The bicycle and all that.
Yeah, that's it. I was like, E.T. is not relevant now. We need a new alien movie.
Yeah. So what's up with you now? Like, what are your plans for the future and everything?
The future is, right now I am really heavily trying to work on a full beat tape, a full length beat tape, about 10 beats, and it's gonna be what people wouldn't realize it by looking at me, but I'm a huge, I mean they probably would, but I'm a huge like metal and hip hop fan, so I want to combine the two into a hardcore hip hop album on some like wrestling type shit, like because Rick Scales calls me Cactus Black, and if you're a wrestling fan, you've heard of Cactus Jack, Mankind's alter ego, and I'm gonna call it Cactus Black, and it's gonna be like heavy guitar riffs, heavy like 808 drums, and it's just gonna be like crazy. Like it's something way out of my wheelhouse that I don't do, because we've heard my beats, they're more relaxed, chill, thinking, smooth, analog. This one is going to be something different, and then other than that, I'm going to continue to push the hip hop wins. I want to continue to make that. Hopefully, in the future, expand BattleBot to another city. Maybe go up to LA. Maybe go to Vegas. We'll see what's going on. And right now, I'm going to continue in the future. I just want to continue to have our culture continue to meet and everyone work together, but I'm gonna continue to push our artists. I'm excited for new music coming out. Like India K dropped a new album, not too new, but the Duality. Apoetica dropped an album. Man, just so many people waiting on Carinoe to drop something. I mean, this guy takes forever. Guy kind of just
low key.
Yeah.
Beat tapers.
Yeah, I know, but yeah. I'm waiting on another one. Waiting on the next 18 Scales album so I can push that. But maybe like working with Noah James, which is a great friend of the Fresh States and of mine in general. But man, maybe make my professional wrestling debut. I don't know, man.
Do you really wrestle for real?
Nah. I DJ for wrestling companies, but that is my dream. I want to throw a hip hop wrestling show. Like, so nobody steal that out there. Like, I want to like have like matches, and then also like halftime have like MCs come in and rap in the ring, or do battles in the ring while wrestlers are like still wrestling. Like, yo, I think that would be like the coolest thing ever. Like, I'm a huge, I mentioned it, huge wrestling fan.
How did you fall in love with wrestling?
Oh man, my great grandfather had wrestling cassettes, and we watched matches like Ted DiBiase, Hulk Hogan, Rowdy Piper, which is one of my favorites of all time. I mean, motherfucking, I was like Jimmy Snooker Fly. Oh man, just he would watch him with me. and I am 28 now. I stopped watching wrestling once in my life, and that was for 2 years. And I came back, and I'm like, damn, I still love this. Like, it's entertaining to me. It's just
what do you love about the theatrics of it?
The theatrics, it's nuts how much, like, I also look at rappers and wrestlers as the same type of people. Because if you're an indie wrestler, you're doing shows for like $10, $20 and like a cheeseburger. But you're gonna do that. You're doing that as you come up, and you tour, you go on tours, but it's like hard on the body. And MCs do the same thing. It's like, yo, I'm just trying to get known until I get called up to the big leagues or until I have something. And wrestling and hip hop, I met so many people who love both. I was like, and it's so great to me, man. Wrestling is, man, just like you said, the theatrics. Come on, The Rock went to being like $1 billion movie star for wrestling. I don't care what anyone says. The Rock got hit. It's all because of wrestling. I was like, well, we're probably the people who went to go see his movies, but we always wanted to hit somebody with a steel chair. Like, there
was a big movement like before the backyard wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I never did that. I'd probably not be here right now.
That was a huge movement, though,
yeah,
right? Like,
they had to tell people to stop.
Yeah,
because me and my cousins used to put each other through tables. Like, because Detroit is a wild place, and there's like shit everywhere. Yeah. Also, it was the time where kids could just roam around, and the shit was nuts. So I remember putting my brother through a table, and then a TV falling on him. Like, and not one of your little flat screen TVs, one of the booths.
like a legit big TV.
Like a TV fell on my brother while we were wrestling, because we would do things like, we had these pipes, because we have basements in Michigan.
Yeah.
So we would hang from these pipes and have chicken fights while trying to kick the other one off.
That's it.
Yeah, see?
That's so fun.
Yeah, so
I would do that with my cousins.
Oh, God.
I'll be so down. I'll kick the fuck out of it.
Exactly. So you're beating up, like, so I kicked him once down, and I didn't realize there was a table under it. He fell off into the table, and the TV was on the table, and the TV slid down onto him. And so he just has a TV on him. Wrestling,
that's sick.
You know what they told you to, like, don't try this shit at home? That was made for people like me. Because we would buy the CDs too with the theme music on it, and we just be like, yo, choose the music you want to come out to. So we have it. It's like, okay, cool, I got the music, okay. And we would come out, do entrances. I'm very surprised if this DJ shit doesn't work out. I'm gonna become a wrestler. I'm gonna be like, watch, I'm just gonna hit. I was like, I got beef with Rick Scales, so I'll just hit him with a steel chair while he's performing. Hit like a nice Stone Cold Stunner on him. Good times, man. Because me and Rick were supposed to have a WrestleMania match. He didn't show up because, I mean, that's him. That's his fault.
Is he into wrestling too?
He's into old wrestling. Yeah, he is. But a lot of the homies are into wrestling. I was like, shout out Wesley the Creator. I don't know if you guys met him. Does dope ass vinyl art, and he's a huge wrestling fan too. And me and him want to start a wrestling podcast because, dude, wrestling is life for me. Wrestling,
no, that's dope because you could tell like you have a passion for wrestling.
Yeah, it's so weird. I had wrestling and hip hop. Those are two things that are right up my wheelbarrow. It's just like, yo, like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time is Owen Hart too. Like Bret Hart's little brother, but he was better than Bret because he wasn't born. Like I loved Ric Flair. I didn't like Hulk Hogan because he was like, yo, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. It's like, you're not doing any of that. Ric Flair was out here pimping and riding on fucking limousine, private jets and limousines. I was like, that's the guy I want to be like. Ric Flair's still like he has a song now. Rappers love Ric Flair.
Oh yeah.
The Migos made Ric Flair is so dope. I was like, but wrestling and hip hop, man, those are my favorite things. Oh, matter of fact, I don't even know if I told you guys how I got into hip hop. Like, I always tell this story because my friend laughs at me every time. Once again, I grew up in Detroit in the Brewster Projects. It's like where Diana Ross and a lot of the Temptations and people came from. It's like it was like a borough, but that's where people were from. But kids, I also grew up in a town where kids can explore and go around, just come home before the street lights were on.
Yeah.
But there was this one kid, Detroit. I was like, I'm sorry. Before I tell this story, I forgot your name, dude. I didn't. You'll see why I tell him sorry. He picks a fight with me. I'm in 3rd grade, walking home from school. He has a Walkman. Remember? And you remember? That was a year. He had a Walkman, and he had a. We fought. I beat him up. I took his fucking Walkman out. And his Walkman happens to be Run DMC fucking cassette. I'm getting old because I can't remember the word cassette. And it was tougher than leather. And that's when I figured out, like, yo, because we didn't listen to hip hop in my family. A lot of like people weren't listening to it. They listened to like R&B and slow jams. So this was my first time exploring and getting a hold of it myself. And I heard this and I fell in love. And I was like, yo, Jam Master Jay may be my favorite DJ of all time. Him and DJ Premier, but I fell in love after hearing that like cassette. And but I apologize, man, because we didn't have to fight. You could have kept your cassette.
You wanted the cassette. You could have kept the Walkman.
Yeah, he could have kept the Walkman. I wanted the cassette. Well, I didn't know what was in it. I just took it. Yeah, I was like, but that's how I really got into hip hop. And then my grandmother from Atlanta is like a huge like Snoop Dogg fan, so she also was showing me stuff after I told her I was into hip hop, and because I didn't like cursing as a kid, I didn't like hearing curse words and shit like that, so I didn't listen to rap.
Card got full. Card got full.
Oh, look at you.
Let me delete some words.
You gonna delete your porn?
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. We're good. Somebody just asked me to DJ their wedding. Damn it. Wow.
Alright, bro.
Oh, shit. I wasn't looking at my phone. But no, my grandmother like loves like hip hop a lot, but we like didn't talk about it as a kid. But yeah, I was the weird kid who was afraid of saying curse words or hearing curse words, so I couldn't listen to like a lot of rap. And I was like, I don't like how they keep saying bad words. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I was such a goody.
Well, I mean, you grew up from like church and
but I was a goody two shoes. That shit was weird, and now I curse like too much now. So, man, that's it. I just love every like this hip hop shit, man. The hip hop and wrestling.
You could tell though, like hip hop runs through your veins, you know.
Yeah, man, it's. Definitely, like I said, if I feel like hip hop definitely saved my life, like, because I could be doing so much more stupid shit than but a lot of people, a lot of people I know in Detroit didn't make it because they fell into a trap or they didn't find anything they were passionate about and they got involved in the wrong shit.
Well, Detroit's tough, right?
Yeah, it's always been tough, man. I was like growing up there. Like I remember taking my little brother to school. Well, I was in, I want to say 4th grade. I was walking him to school. He was in 1st. And there was 2 guys, one on this side of the street where we're walking and one coming out of the store. And I guess the guy on our side of the street must have pissed the guy off from the store because he just started shooting. Did not care that 2 kids were walking on their way to school and just started shooting. So I was like, yo, we're already close to school. So we just ran. And I took him home, or I took him to school. I just chilled at his school. I was like, yeah, I'm not going back out there.
Well, how old were you at this time?
I was in 4th grade, so I had to be...
Well, still, I mean, 4th grade, you saw some crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. That's what I was like. I think I'm, like, not desensitized, but I'm like, yo, yeah, I've lived through crazy shit. But I'm, like I said, hip-hop definitely, like, keeps my mind right, even till now. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I still listen to a lot of hip hop, but hip hop keeps me grounded. Like the music, it just keeps me controlled and good. And that's why I'm like, man, this music stuff is therapeutic. It's very good for you.
If you're having a bad day, what track do you listen to?
Man, there's like 2. It's Idea track from Rhymesayers. It's called The Rain, And then another one of my favorite tracks to listen to when I'm having like a bad day. It's not technically even like it's newer. I was like, he doesn't know this. I'll listen to 18 Scales, You Got Me. It's from his Freebies album, and that's a newer song, but that's one of those songs. He's over there singing it. So I'll listen to that song if I'm having a bad day. It'll put me in like a better mood. But yeah, man, I'm just thankful for it at all times. Just like not even just music, just all the support and great people and friendships and connections I made through being DJ Root, which is great. Cause yeah, man, there's some days it's like, hey.
Because Black Jesus didn't have those connections.
Nah, Black Jesus. Somebody was like, I remember telling was like, yo, I'm finally about to make my DJ debut. Oh, and my, I was like before, DJ Root comes from, DJ Artistic was part of Deep Rooted. Deep Rooted were some of the people, Bree, Joe Haas, fucking Brady, Black Man, Ceci. Those are the people I looked up to when I first, that's seeing them perform made me want to do hip hop. Like, they had so much fun doing it and doing so much stuff. It's my way of paying tribute to them. Because one of my friends was like, you love Deep Rooted so much, why not be Deep Root or DJ Root?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a great point. And yeah, like I said, because that's definitely, like I said, it's my way of paying tribute and saying thank you for this.
No, you can tell you really have a respect for the elders and the people that paved the way for you.
Yeah, because without them, we still be fucking up in this game right now. Like if I didn't see how certain people do, it's like it's like Jay-Z said. He's like, yo, I sold drugs so you wouldn't have to do that. So it's like so seeing them and learning from them and listening to them, and that's the thing a lot of this younger generation doesn't do. They don't listen, and like sometimes I don't listen either. I'm not saying I listen 100% of the time, but talk to the OGs, get an understanding from them, learn from them, because a lot of the shit you're trying to do, they already did it and went through it, and they want to pass down that knowledge. So definitely listen, pay attention. You got 2 ears, man, so you can listen twice as hard. So
that's dope. Yeah. Well, I mean, thank you so much for coming. Like, I don't know. I keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Being like the connector for all that. It's just really dope you're a really dope person that you appreciate so many people. And like, you've mentioned so many names on here.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, it's definitely like, yeah, like DJ Root has these roots. And all of them like connect to you and help build you up. And you respect them and appreciate them.
Man, I appreciate that. That's thankful to hear, because that means, like I said, I'm doing something right.
Yeah, I mean, I know for sure for me, I'll be seeing you in like many more events and like
that's my goal.
We all cross ways and stuff like that. But
matter of fact, if I have to come and kidnap you to get you to an event, I might.
Yeah,
I might.
With your wrestling moves.
Yeah, it's just like you're gonna wake up and say, "Where the fuck am I?"
Nah, that would be good.
Just wake up in the booth like shit. It's hip hop wins. Like, what the hell?
Nah, definitely.
Vulcan nerve pinch. It's like, oh, and then wake up.
Nah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, man, but thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No, I really appreciate it, and like we'll be looking forward to like seeing everything you do. How can the viewers find DJ Root?
Oh man, first way is you can sign the DJ Root signal in the sky, but only at nighttime. You guys can't see it. But no, you can find me on Instagram at DJ_Root, ROOT. And damn. You can email me if you want me. I don't know why. nsdjroot@gmail. If you have some music, if you're an artist, hit me up. Catch me every Wednesday at Hip Hop Wins. BattleBot once a month. I don't know when the next one is right now. Did you?
Oh, it died.
Did it? Oh, I was done.
No.
How many batteries do you have?
That battery's done, man. 3 hours.
What are we at?
Do you want to go back to how do they find you?
Yeah.
So it's easier?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Man, I gotta tell my corny ass joke again.
You probably have a new one.
I have definitely blended in.
Nah, I am gonna
I'm a
change.
DJ with some video.
No, I'm a DJ. You know that's a thing. VJ. Video, yeah. I'm gonna stop talking about that.
So how does everyone out there? How do they find DJ Root?
You can send a smoke signal to your boy. I'll be looking for it.
Smoke signal.
Yeah. You know, just
Like what your grandma saw.
Yeah. She saw that smoke signal all the way from Michigan. But now you can call me at Carinoe's number. Don't give out your number, fool. No, but you can catch me every Wednesday at AC Lounge. You can catch me at BattleBot. You can catch me on any of the tours with my Fresh State brothers. And you can also catch me on Instagram at DJ_Root. Somebody has just DJ Root. I'm sorry. You can also check me out on SoundCloud. Yeah, I got a mixtape on there. It's fire. No, it isn't. I don't have. There's old beats, but you can NSDJ Root on SoundCloud. And yeah, I was like, you can email me also, but I may not respond. I don't know. If you got music, you do something cool, man. I'm always interested in shit, so hit me up.
Do something cool, like
Yeah,
you get like juggling videos.
Yo, I'll be like, I'm sharing that immediately. But no, don't send me your amateur porn. Like, I'm good on that. I was like, but yeah, nsdjroot@gmail.com. If you got, like I said, anything you think may catch my fancy. Send it to me.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh man, thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Much
And
love.
I wish you the best, man.
So much fun. You attacked me on camera. That was fun.